Hi everybody, this is Mary. Welcome back to Cards TV. I wanted to show you a card I made for my husband's birthday. He loves chocolate chip cookies, so I got out from my kitchen cartridge, and it has some cute little chocolate chip cookies in there, so I cut some out and made this card. And this card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it's a gatefold card. And I'm going to show you how to do a gatefold card. And then the cookies just overlap in the front to form a closure. And the sentiment is, you're the chocolate chips in the cookies of my life. Happy birthday. I thought he'd get a big kick out of that, since he does love cookies so much. But to cut the cookies, you'll find them on page 65 in your manual. See if I can get this to stand up. There we go. I cut this cookie. You hit shift and cut this one out of dark brown. And for this big cookie on the bottom, I cut it at 3 1/2. The medium cookie on top of that, I cut at 3. Then the small cookies on the inside, I cut at 2. And I cut the base in the chocolate brown, which is right here. And then we come over here to shadow blackout. I hit shift and I cut the lighter brown for each one of them in 3 1/2, 3, and 2. But it also wants to cut out the gingerbread boy. So I just let it cut the first cookie out that I needed, the chocolate chip, and then hit stop. And to get this look on these cookies, I used some chalk to give them kind of that, that bumpy look that chocolate chip cookies have. Let me show you how I did that. Got one here I've already cut out. This would be your top layer, and this is your bottom. And when they're layered, they make the cookie. But to get that lumpy, bumpy look like they have, I just went around the edges with some brown ink, and you can see how much lighter this paper is. And then I laid it down on something to protect my mat, and I just started turning the stamp pad different directions. And you don't want to press really hard. You don't need to, because you're going to get plenty of coverage on here. And each one will look a little different. Some will have a few more, a few darker spots than others. And then I layered it on here to make my cookie. Very simple. To form the closure on the front, this smaller cookie I put on 1 thickness of foam tape, and I only did it halfway so that it overlaps that way. The bottom cookie, I just went ahead and used my glue runner to adhere it down, and I made sure that they could overlap. And sometimes you do have to lift one up a little, and that holds your gatefold card closed. But let me show you how you cut your gatefold. It's very, very simple, and it makes a cute card. Get some things out of the way here. You're going to cut your cardstock for a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and then you're going to come in and score at 2 1/8 on one side, and turn it around and score it at 2 1/8 on the other side. And then go ahead and fold that. Give it a good sharp crease. Fold in your other side. And there you have your gatefold card. And to cover the front of this one, I have a brown mat, which is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4, and my pattern paper is 1 5/8 by 5. Then on the inside, my pattern paper mat is 3 7/8 by 4 3/4. My white mat is 3 by 4 3/4, and the font I used is called Missy BT, MISSY BT, and it was all done at 20 points. And then it just overlaps in the front, and there you have it. Thought it turned out pretty cute, and I think he's going to like it a lot. He'll really like it if I give him some cookies to go along with it, won't he? But you guys have an awesome day. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate the company, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.